Well, New York, New York, how about the New York Breakers today? They find themselves only 34.5 points behind the Cali Condors. And Roddy, it's either been Cali Condors or New York. Those are the only two teams that have won an event.
Yeah, each one of them kind of trading blows, and Cali has obviously more depth, so that's the reason why those 34 points. But listen, we don't take anything from what New York has been able to accomplish, and with these skins coming up, that has given me a whole different perspective on anything can happen in this sport and in this league.
All right, 200 IM is next. There's Joe Litchfild. Speaking of which, he finished second in the backstroke skins, but how cool was it? Because his points were jackpotted away by Ryan Murphy. He's got a chance to score some points for the Breakers here. Gунnar Bэнц comes in as the top ISL rated swimmer in this event, coming in at 9th. A year ago, he swam for Team Iron. He was second in this event last year in Dallas.
But watch Joe Litchfild. I mean, he got third the first weekend, and this event today, anyway, is wide open. There is no Hagino. There is no Seliskar. There is no Heinz. I mean, this is a relatively weak field overall, as you could see from Gунnar Bэнц only being rated 9th. So this is another opportunity for New York to kind of close the gap a little bit with Cali, potentially.
The routing kind of just tells you the story of this is going to be all about matchups, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Each team is swimming 4 matches. Top 8 teams go into the semifinal, and some days you might be going against Tokyo's Hagino, who of course is going to be really difficult to match up against. And some days your team just match up a whole lot better, and that's the days you need to take advantage of it.
And isn't that exactly what New York has done today?
Yep.
They just didn't have the right matchups last weekend, and today they do. And this just might propel them into the Final 8. We were talking last weekend that they might not even make the Final 8, and now all of a sudden we're thinking, heck yeah, they've got a great chance.
Meanwhile, Team Iron, I should say, in the lead.
Boy, they definitely need this. More than any team, they need this win.
Abram Divайн down at the bottom in lane number 1 with 50 yards of freestyle to go. Finds himself second to Santos. Leonardo Santos, who was second in match number 2, trying to get the win for Team Iron. Can he hold off Divайн? Team Iron trying to get their first win. They could get some momentum because Katika Hosu is about to go next in the women's 200 IM.
He's gonna do it.
Santos has got the first win of match 4 for Team Iron. Divайн second, Litchfild third.
Very nice. Boy, they so much wanted that. I mean, you can see how excited Santos is. That's a great time, 1:52.8. That's actually the second fastest time thus far this season, just behind Heinz. Divайн was fantastic too at 1:53.6. That's the 5th fastest time. But Santos in the middle, Divайн from DC, and both of those teams, Bernie, the Iron and DC, definitely needed those points because they were neck and neck and being last. And Iron and DC will certainly move up with that.
15 big points for Santos. As a team, they score 19, and look at this. Iron now within 2.5 points of the DC. Trying to remember